on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Kevin Jackwitz. This is the Kaged Review, and this is my review for Batman Begins, continuing my series of Batman movies. I gotta be honest, man. I don't know that I was genuinely excited for this when I heard they were making it. When it came out, I didn't see it right away because I still had such a bad taste in my mouth from Tim Burton and Schumacher just destroying Batman on film. Like, it went from okay with the first one to okay with the second one to this movie should have never been made with the next two. Batman the Killing Joke was kind of 50-50 for me. But this is where we get a genuine Batman movie. This was dark, it was gritty, it was serious, but it was also fun at times, and they did a great job. With the cast. I would have never expected Bale to be a great Batman, but he really was. Like, he really impressed me. And so I have to give the devil his due. He is my second favorite Batman at this point. And so that, honestly, it really says a lot because, to be fair, we didn't have a lot to go with for quite a long time. So this movie is directed by Christopher Nolan. You have Christian Bale as Bruce Wayne Batman. Michael Caine as Alfred Pennyworth. Morgan Freeman comes in as Lucius Fox. Gary Oldman as Jim Gordon. Katie Holmes as Rachel Dawes. Liam Neeson plays Ducard, and of course we find out by the end of the movie that he's actually Ra's al Ghul, a major villain in the Batman series. Cillian Murphy plays Jonathan Crane, Scarecrow. It was very cool to see a Scarecrow in a movie. I thought that was amazing. Also, because we've dealt with so many of these same Batman villains, it was nice to get something new. Tom Wilkinson played Carmine Falcone. Linus Roach plays Thomas Wayne, and Sarah Stewart plays Martha Wayne. And so here, you actually get a lot of backstory to Bruce Wayne, and that, I think, is one of the main things that makes this movie in particular so damn good. You get all the builds, you get the death of his parents, but you also get the aftermath of what happened after his parents died. This kid trying to adjust to this life without his parents. His growing resentment for people like this that just randomly or maliciously kill people and don't care about anything in society anymore. And ultimately leading to his training, where he finds this guy, or actually this guy rather finds him, being Ducard, Liam Neeson's character, and offers him a chance to really fight crime in Gotham. And so he takes him into this secret organization called the League of Shadows, and they are quite literally ninjas in training. And so they teach him to be an expert martial artist, which we haven't seen really in a Batman movie before, which is kind of a big thing in the comics. He gets to use deception and all these things that they talk about in the trilogy here. And I thought it was very, very cool. The training was awesome. Liam Neeson as his instructor just absolutely killed it. Liam Neeson's great at action movies, and this does have a lot of action sequences in it that were phenomenal. And you also get to see, as he's a kid up to an adult, his relationship starts very young with Rachel Dawes, and they grow up together, and you see how the relationship kind of gets strained as Bruce Wayne has disappeared and done all this training, and then he eventually becomes Batman. And she, of course, finds out, and you kind of see how that relationship just kind of gets very close, but then has to split apart again. Jonathan Crane comes in a little bit later in the movie, and I really like what they did with him using chemicals to really freak people out and use fear and instill fear in people, and him being able to use that, and him using his Scarecrow mask to kind of freak people out. Thought it was really well done, and that was really the part I think that they could have missed on. Like, they could have really screwed that up. But they didn't. I thought it was very cool, and the fact that it was all led by the League of Shadows, Crane was just a pawn for Ra's al Ghul, who was using this plant that they actually had Batman find earlier on in the movie while he was training. Has this weird chemical agent that has this psychotropic effect. And so it was really, really, really well done. I loved it. Absolutely cool. And so the big reveal, of course, is that Liam Neeson, who Bruce Wayne thought was killed, is alive and actually is in fact Ra's al Ghul. And he is trying to use this concoction they make from this flower to freak out the entire city and have it tear itself apart. And so, of course, Batman has to stop him. He does. He winds up killing Ra's al Ghul. And if you know anything about Ra's al Ghul from the comics, that's easier said than done. So it was just so damn good, though. The character development in this showed that a comic book movie could be taken as seriously as any other movie. It can be dark, it can be gritty, it can be intense. You can care about the characters and what's happening. And you can actually try to build some understanding of what's going on with their character development and why they are doing what they're doing, what their motivations are. I really love that. They did that very well, not just with Bruce Wayne, but I think they did very well with that with Ra's al Ghul too. And of course, Jonathan Crane just really being a pawn in the end of things. So yeah, I absolutely loved it. This movie, I think, really set a tone, like I said, for what comic book movies can be, what they should be. There's so much depth that you get from the actual source material. And it's nice to see somebody, Nolan, take that and put it on screen, respecting the source material and respecting the characters. I really loved it. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm a big fan of this movie. I have to give it a 10 out of 10. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. My name is Kevin Jackowitz. Kaged Nation, out.